want something that's going to work for everybody. It's more than just the admission site. It's more than just the homepage. It's something that's actually going to help people in all the different departments and groups. The thing is that I'm starting to see a lot of responsive sites that are being launched out of higher ed. We're really not there yet. People are trying some interesting things, but we haven't been able to build responsive sites that have scaled through an entire campus. That just hasn't been something we've seen a lot of. And so here's an example that a lot of you have probably seen from UC San Diego. Pretty typical. There's nothing horrible to say about this or anything like that. But what UC San Diego has done is they've launched this responsive site. So this is the desktop version. This is the responsive version, where they've truncated everything down to fit into one column and made their navigation nice and clickable by fingers. And so when you get down to the smartphone size, everything looks into shape pretty nicely, and it works pretty well. But the thing about this site is that as soon as you get one layer deep by clicking on prospective students, you no longer have that responsive experience. You go from that nice responsive homepage to an interior page here, like you see on the right, that's just this kind of shrunk down little version of the desktop site. And so really hard to navigate, and it's a little bit jarring if you're coming that nice responsive experience. And this is only one layer deep. Same thing if you go from their homepage into their arts and humanities. And so if you click from the homepage into a specific college, you get immediately into another site that's not responsive and that isn't optimized for mobile. And so really what you're looking at is a great responsive homepage. When you get a layer into the site, it all just kind of disappears. And so a lot of organizations are facing that trouble. And if you're working on a responsive design for higher ed, you might be facing some of the same challenges and making some of those same decisions. But the thing is that content strategy, I think, can really help us do better than that, do more with our responsive designs than that. If we take our content into account and start thinking about it a little bit differently to make it ready for responsive design and to make it a lot easier to have responsive designs that scale and flex for lots of different types of content.